Well, hello and welcome to today's show. Today we're going to show you one of the little known secrets about OBS and lower thirds, and we're going to demonstrate it to you on Linux Mint. Are you ready? All right, let's roll, title, roll. All right, last week I told you I would show you how to do something kind of unique with this. I don't see a lot of this out there on the internet, although this thing's been out there forever and a day. Gosh, I can't remember when I first put this on the downstairs studio, how many generations of OBS ago it was. 20 something or whatever. We're in the 30s or something now. So it's just that old, I think. I think that's about right. I won't swear to that. Don't quote me on it, but it's just been a long time and I forget a lot. But I'm going to show you how to do this because I just thought about doing it again when I set up the Linux Mint, and OBS runs on Linux Mint. But you've seen last week's show. So let's look at where we are. This is where we are. We have our little setup, and if we were to come down here to this corner and we're in this upper scene, if I were to come down here and click this, I can add the browser that says add existing lower third. Let's do it. Now that we're recording here, we can go ahead and turn on one of our scenes, and look what it does. It puts our little thing that we have set up right here in that corner. Now I have it set up for some long timing, I think on a 5-minute interval, so it comes in, it hangs around a little bit, and then it auto ducks out of sight. Well, there's something much more we can do with this, and I have some time lapse planned for us so that you don't have to sit around and watch us do everything. Well, let's see about getting that little secret told. Are you ready? Let's go. At this point in time, I'm going to do some rework in this top section alone for this demo. I hope you can see this. It looks like we can see this. I don't know. I think I may have said that we're going to show you the whole thing, entering them all, and then cutting them down in the editor. Instead, I guess I'll just break this up into sort of a, let's get started, and then I'll show you again. I'll hit pause and come back at the tail end and finish up the rest of them. How about that? Well, the first thing I got to do, because we've already seen this one work, I've got to go in here and delete it out. We do that by getting on the spot, hold it, and when it turns red, that's all we do. We let off of it after it's blinking red, and that makes that one go away. So let's go up in here and let's change a few things. Let's take this first thing, and we're just going to put, since it's capitalized, you see this right here? This means whatever's in that slot, it's going to be all capitalized and it's going to be bolded. So I think what I'm going to put in here is just one word, no. Of course, I can capitalize it or not capitalize it. Doesn't make any difference. And then I'll come down to this one, and I'll have to go to the end. And I'm going to put, you got it. I'm going to be a shameless thing here and say, please like this video. And I don't have it bolded and I don't have it all capitalized. So we're going to leave this in there. Please like this video. No period. Now we're going to go up into this space. We're going to go get one of our little special little logos or icons if we want. They're all done 600 by 600. You could probably do something a lot smaller. So now what we want to do is we want to go get this spot filled. We're going to change the icon. So let's lower the screen so you'll be able to see what we do. We're going to hit choose the image, which is going to bring up this pop-up box. See, this is the part that I think I'll just skip some of the trouble with because there's so much switching back and forth screen to screen, and I'm apt to make a faux pas. Plug in sources by concentrating on what I'm doing and not the production itself. So I hit logos. You're following all of this as we do it. We're going to pick this one that says number 9. We're going to hit select. We're going to go back up to the upper screen. There we have it. We're going to hit OK. Now we're going to hit the little button. Now we're going to go up to the next, and we're going to change the text, and it's going to just say man, and I can capitalize it or not capitalize it again because of the A and the B up here, and it's going to be bold. Just the top line is going to be heavier, whatever. And instead of saying this video, we're going to back this up and subscribe to my channel, period. We're going to go up here. We're going to go again to this little image as you see it. We're going to hit choose image. We're going to have to drag this down to the lower screen so that you can see it. Hit OBS resources, plug in resources, lower thirds, logos, and we're going to pick the 8 this time and say select. Go back up to the top, hit OK, and hit the button. And we're going to continue on, and I will see you in a few. How about that? Well, we're about to finish this up. I will hit pause, review it, make sure I don't have any typos, and we'll be back to see you in just a second. Just want to say thank you. Thank you. And of course, we've got to pick our last image. Now, don't get ahead of me and guess what the next one is going to be. We'll show you anyway. How about that? Bring it down. OBS resources, plug in resources, move transitions, logos, hit select, go back up to the upper screen, hit OK, and hit the last little box. So there you have it. I'm going to go review it. Hit pause for a second to keep this video short, respectful of your time, and we'll be back in just a second. Hey, appreciate you watching. Do me a favor if you will, subscribe to the channel, either the YouTube or the Rumble channel, which this appears in. And if you can, check the notification bell or settings to make sure that you get notified when new videos are posted. Appreciate it. Well, all right, it appears to have worked. I've got some experimentation going on. I did modify this a little bit. Seems like I felt a little bit left out. So I put my little group here. You can see it is called the camera group. Put the camera group up here. It's got a little, it's really just 2 items, something to give it a background and a little framing, and I put my little self right there. That way we can still, hopefully still see this, because if I'm not misunderstanding how the stream or the recording is going to work, I should actually be relative to that spot right there as you see it on screen next to it. Okay, well, I've reviewed it. We've got a few other things we need to do just for kicks and giggles to make sure things work. At least this is how I did it. You can do however you want to at your time. I cleared all this out. I'm not using any of the main settings at all. Instead, I'm actually coming down here. Let me see if this opens up. Yes, this is it. And I'm using, just so we don't have to take all day, and make sure that we have enough room for the readers, slower readers, 1, 5, and 0. And I find that I do need a 0 rather than a blank. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's just my imagination. But I find to get it to actually cycle through, just nothing here doesn't work. I don't know if they're checking for a 0 value. I don't know. I didn't write this. But if I put a 0, it does seem to work, as we will demonstrate in a second. I'm getting a lot of glitchy little boxes. That is something I don't get with the Windows version of OBS, but I do get with the Linux Mint or the Linux version. So here we go. I've got that going. I've set a little box down here, so hopefully when we record it, you won't see it being stepped on, because I may have channel, logo, subscribe stuff down here in this area or this area, and the OBS studio behind it. So I just wanted to get this up higher so that you could see it for this big reveal. Assuming it works. Hey, I may not know what I'm doing. I'm just an old man. Just turned 63. By the way, if you get a chance, I don't do Patreon or anything like that. At least I'm not when I'm recording this. Haven't in over 10 years doing video. But if you can, click like and subscribe. Do all that bit. And if you see my coffee channel, I'm going to put it up right now against that black background. If I'm still selling coffee, it's small artisan. Rather than asking for a donation, if this helps you at all, how about buying a bag of coffee? If you can't ship it to your state, some states I don't go to and I don't ship outside the United States, so you guys are off the hook. But there are a number of the states, the vast majority of the lower 48 I sell to. So if this is helpful to you, rather than bumming a donation, how about you buy a bag of coffee? And I do grind it if you need to. I don't do a lot of super dark versions of it because it's tough on my grinder and it really comes up to work because it gets oily. But we've talked enough. How about let's seeing this thing actually work? So you see where I'm at up here. Let's turn the button on and let's see what it does. I started at 0. We can ignore that because we're looking up here in this corner. Do you see up here? We're starting with number 1. No. Well, please like this video. This is the number 1 position. Number 9. We're going to do a countdown. You see we're stepping over. Man. And subscribe to my channel. Again, look right there. 3 is coming up. 7 on the icon is. Hit the notifications bell and free. Please leave a comment if I have helped. And we're going to step through all of these while we do it. Who share this video and tell your friends about the channel. 5. You see what we're doing on the up here. It's cycling through. Is please help me beat the algorithms. Them darn algos. Not by watching a second video of mine. This is excessive, I know. Master. Immediately following this one, but you get to see how we do in the all caps versus the up and downs of I need your help to grow the channel. And we will get to the last one, the 0 icon or the 10th spot himself. Thank you. How about that? So you see what we're doing. We're going to cycle right on through. And I find that I need that 0 in this position. Maybe you don't, maybe it's just my imagination, but if it's not there and it doesn't work, it can frustrate you immensely. So I don't think it will hurt you to put a 0 in that spot. Again, you can choose your own timing. You can see it's clearly cycling through. We do have the lightning bolt and the recycle. So that's good. Remember, we didn't put anything. We cleared these out. We don't even have 0s up here. We just cleared those out. So let's go down to the main screen. There we have it. Who? Now what this actually says, the top line says, no man is free who is not master of himself. And the bottom lines are, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications bell, leave a comment if this helped, tell your friends, and share the video. Help me beat the algorithms, I think I actually said, by watching a second video immediately following this one. I need your help to grow the channel, and thank you. So, my friends, brothers and sisters, truly, if it helped, I hope I've stumbled upon something. I know I had this working before when I had it downstairs in the studio, but it's been so many years since I set that studio up and that OBS up. I only use 2 things, lower thirds, that I only use some of the time, because as we're going to see in this recording, as you see it, as this thing goes, since I'm full screen, this is where usually my little real estate or my deer head, my DHP stays. So they're going to step on each other. And depending on the channel that we're watching on, like the YouTube always puts something here. So it's a little bit annoying. Now, if we're doing this in portrait mode up and down, and that's not so bad because we're doing like a short or whatever, or a reel. I think these are best for reels and that type of thing. But you can use it for whatever your imagination wants you to do. See you next time on the next video. Thank you.